I'd say
I think I can already tell
no,
based off the start of that.
I have a soft spot for Team Canada, actually.
Really?
Because I remember like back like the first World Cup, I was gonna like apply for Team Canada too, but I was actually they invited me and everything, and I was like doing the trial and everything, and I was like, but I didn't tell them. It's like I'm not a Canadian citizen. So I was just like seeing how far I can go.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Outlaws Cast, first of the season. It's a brand new squad, brand new setup here, and our first episode, we've got some serious hitters. First of all, my name is Los, the host, and joining us, we've got Junk Buck over in the corner. We've got Pelican with different hair, and of course, we got Bischu. Wow, Bischu, you're over not hosting the podcast this time around. How does it feel? Is it better? Less of a weight on you?
Nice, yeah. It's nice to be asked questions for once.
Were you tired of like, why do I have to ask everyone? Why doesn't anyone want to know how I'm feeling?
Nah, it's fine. My time for spotlight has passed. Now it's time to pass the baton on.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's good. We've got a young stud here, Pelican. My first question is because I never saw you until you arrived. I was always looking at the poster, and you had blonde hair. Are we ever going to get the blonde Pelly again?
그러니까 이제 사진만으로 봤을 때는 이제 금발이고 그랬는데 다시 뭐 염색할 거냐고. 특별히 염색할 색깔 있냐?
아우 이제 염색은 안 하려고요.
왜?
사람들이 안 좋아하더라고요.
아 그래?
네.
So he says, probably not anymore because apparently people didn't like it. That's surprising. I thought it looked pretty good too.
What? Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, but did you like it?
Yes.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Listen, that I say, can we curse? I say fuck the haters, Pelly. You got to do what you want. But hey, well, maybe as the season goes on, I'm willing to go blonde with you if it comes to it. But hey, we're getting close to the season. Schedule's just released today as of our recording. So we have a question from the fans, quite a few of them out of our Discord. This one, I guess all of you really could answer. How do you expect this season to go, and what are the goals? That's from Salty Mirage.
Well, Salty Mirage, I think we have our Mr. Director to outline our season right here.
How our season's gonna go?
Yeah.
It's gonna be the greatest season in the world. We're gonna crush everyone. We're gonna be the best team in the history of Overwatch. Thank you.
I don't think anything else needs to be said. That's kind of summing it up. I was even thinking when I was reading this, I was like, what do you think we're going to say, right? We're going to say that this is our time every year. The goal is to win and just beat ass day in, day out, week in, week out. Mm-hmm. So another question we got here, this is specifically for you, Bischu. This is from Jack-O-Lantern, is will there be a glory run this season?
So I think, like our roster is looking pretty hot, right? Like I think just even on paper, it's like a pretty scary roster to face, and I think this year we have like pretty good personalities, a mix of like good people who can actually like shot call really well, and I think we have the right pieces. So yeah, I think this might be it. I think this one might be it.
So a glory run, is that just one where we win it all? What is the
that's what I assumed.
Yeah. I assumed that was an inside joke with you.
Oh, no, not necessarily. Like, yeah, so I was like, when you were asking, this is like a specific question. I was like, okay. I was like, is there something that I don't know? No, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to how this season will pan out.
Okay. This one is for everyone. This is from Papa Smurf, and I was very confused when I was reading this. It's when you're putting on your socks and shoes, do you put on sock, shoe, or are you sock, shoe?
Is there anyone that realistically goes like sock, shoe?
They don't exist.
Huh?
They don't exist.
Yeah, this is not a real thing.
I don't know. Pelly, do you put on your shoes weird?
그게 뭐예요?
그러니까 이거 뭐지? 양말을 한쪽 신고 신발을 신고 양말을 또 신고 신발을 신냐 아니면 양말을 둘 다 신고 그러다 신발을 신느냐?
영어를 둘 다 신고 신발
Yeah,
신죠.
yeah. He says yes, like socks, shoe, like a normal human being.
Okay, well, you know, maybe it's time to try new things.
That's
you
true.
know?
Maybe
It might-
we're
it
like
might-
in a fixed mindset. You know, we're getting old.
That is true.
Yeah, we're like this is just like tradition that needs to be broken. Who knows?
relics of a forgotten time,
Mhm.
both of you.
Mhm.
Wait, how old are you, Junk?
Me? I
Wait,
was-
guess.
Oh,
I want to say I don't know, like 27, 28. Because you said you're 28.
Uh
I don't know what your
Uh-huh.
your face is telling me like what are we talking 30s?
I was born in 1992.
Oh, okay. So,
So
you're
so I am. I forgot. I'm at 30 or 31,
You're Mr. 30.
something like
You're
that.
Mr. 30 for
Yeah.
now.
you're 30. How do you not know how old you are?
Yeah, I always lose track. I don't keep count.
I guess you know when you're really getting up there. you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
wanna-
30, 31. It doesn't
It's
change.
the same. It's all
Yeah.
the same after 30. Yeah, you're 30 one day, you're 40 the next day. Who knows? You know, it just goes by.
Yeah, life is passing you. But for you, Pelican, you're the youngest player on the team. How do you feel about that? Is it like weird being the baby of the team?
팀 막내로서
네.
이제 어떤 느낌이냐? 좀 이상하냐?
일단 제 또래도 없고 막내도 없으니까는 제 밑에도 다 형들이니까는 또 뭐라 해야 될까? 쉽게 막 이렇게 막 하지 못하는 것 같아요.
이게 쉽게 하는 거 아니에요?
원래
막
이거는
아니 얼마나 가려고?
형들을 너무 귀여워하시던데.
아 귀엽긴 한데 그래도 막 예, 뭐
So
그런 게 있죠.
so he says, you know, like they're all like big bros. Everyone's like a big bro on their team, and you know, prior to them joining, like all the players kind of knew each other. So yeah, he says like, you know, he can't like go too hard on them because like you know he needs to be respectful. And then Jung said, oh, this is you going easy on them. And then he's like, yeah, this is like him being cute. Like this is just like cute. But yeah, you know, but I think at least like from my perspective, I think Pelly does well as like the baby of the team. I think you know he's so.
Is that why you make noises? As if why do you scream all the time?
That's just a Pelly thing. I can tell you right now. 왜 이렇게 많은 소리를 내니?
왜 이렇게 많아요?
왜 이렇게 다양한 소리를 내니?
뭐 할 때요?
몰라.
그냥 소리 지르는 거.
어.
리액션 잘한다.
그거는 뭐
Yeah, that's just Pelly.
That's just his personality.
Okay,
Yeah.
He's a high tension guy.
Yeah.
He's a cute
I-
little brother of the team.
I was thinking of doing this at the end, but will you join me in just some random screaming?
같이 소리 지르기.
같이
같이 소리
자기도
지르자.
소리 질러도 되냐 같이.
언제요?
몰라.
나중에
Yeah,
언제?
sure. 그냥
감사.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a next question from Harry Beast. It's what World Cup team are you excited to watch? This could be for all of you.
이제 월드컵 하는데 뭐 특별하게 강팀 있을 거 같니?
보고 싶은
보고
팀이나
싶은 팀.
관심 있는 팀.
없는 것 같아요.
Yeah.
그냥 그래도 있다면 미국 정도.
Yeah, he says Team USA if anything, but he says he's like not too interested this year.
Why not?
와이낫?
음.
뭐가 와이낫이에요?
관심
그러니까
없는
왜,
이유.
관심이 없냐고요? 별로 세다고 생각 안 해서.
So he doesn't think like any team is like particularly strong, so he's like not particularly excited.
Fair enough. What about the two of you?
You know, I'd say
I think I can already tell
No,
based
I have-
off the start of that.
I have a soft spot for Team Canada actually.
Really?
Because I remember like back like the first World Cup, I was gonna like apply for Team Canada too, but you know they invited me and everything, and I was like doing the trial and everything, and I was like, but I didn't tell them. It's like I'm not a Canadian citizen. Like, so I was just like seeing how far I can go, and eventually like when they were like practicing seriously, they're like, oh, he's not a Canadian citizen, so I have to go. But I've always like kind of like followed up with Team Canada. So
Were they checking citizenship?
yeah. So you had to have like the passport,
Oh, okay.
and you know I just had a Korean passport, so I didn't say anything. I was just like, okay, let's just see.
Who was the off tank?
Huh?
Who was the off
I
tank?
think it was Note in the end.
So it was XQC Note?
Yeah.
It would have been fun if
No.
XQC Bischu.
Yeah. I was ready to play. I was ready to throw some
XQC
hands
come
out,
on, man. That would have been, they really missed out, and I think that's just the downfall of Team Canada for years and years because of you not being on the team. You should have just got a fake passport. But,
Wait, did XQC recently like apply for World Cup?
Probably not.
No? Ah, what a shame. Need those gonna pump those numbers and like we're gonna Overwatch somehow.
I think they would have to pay him to do that. Like, he's not
Hey,
gonna do that for free.
Hey, don't forget where you're from. Don't forget where you came from. You know, he needs to. Now it's his turn. Now it's his time to like provide some service to the Overwatch scene.
Yeah, that's community service.
Yeah, just some community service.
Oh man.
How about you, John?
Oh, I'm not. What was that? I'm not really into it yet. I just don't really think much about it right now. Maybe when the time comes, once it becomes World Cup time, maybe I'll be more interested. Probably.
I guess just from your own personal standpoints, and aside from you wanting to compete, does the World Cup matter?
It used to.
What people use, I think it was always kind of about the honor, I guess, like the glory. But now that no one cares as much, it's like
It's also because it's middle of the season. So
Yeah,
because
it's
after the
awkward.
season, like nobody does anything, so everybody's like super like there's nothing else going on, so people are interested. But right now, everybody is like so concerned about the season that people don't think much of it right now. I think.
Yeah, I was thinking of it, and I thought, if my boys ain't gonna be playing in it, why am I gonna watch it?
Yeah.
People might from our team might play. Who knows?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who
Okay.
knows?
Because I was thinking like, the Outlaws essentially is Team Korea. Like I don't know, man. This is a dream
Who
team.
knows? Who knows? Maybe no one.
Yeah.
Leaving it really up in the air. Thank you, Junk.
Yeah.
This next question is from Ize. So after a win, who is most likely to start VOD reviewing? Who wants to get started on a VOD review after getting a W?
I'd say in this team, like everyone, like actually, like everyone's like really obsessed with winning. Like everyone's like very competitive, so they're just like trying to like figure out what happened here. Like even if we win, this is like if it's not like a clean win, like we're trying to figure out like why this exactly happened. So,
I don't think people watch it to become better. I think they watch it to jerk off how they did.
Yeah,
how well
that's
they did.
definitely like the main goal. I was trying to like say it nicely, but that's definitely the main goal. But I think everyone's pretty good about reviewing though. I'd say because like I mean you have to say like there are players who like doesn't care to review at all, right?
Usually after a loss, everybody could say how we could have won, like
Yeah,
whose
yeah.
fault it was, why we lost. But then
Once we
after a
win-
win, it's usually just
The
for
ego
themselves.
stroke.
Who has the? I guess I don't know if you want to answer. Who has the biggest ego stroke in a VOD review on the team?
Oh,
I have somebody. Like who is it?
no, I'd rather not say. Actually.
Yeah.
I wanna know from Pelly's perspective as well. Who he thinks if it's
리뷰할 때 자존심 제일 센 사람.
리뷰할 피드백 할 때요?
네.
자존심 제일 센 사람? 자존심이라 자존심 딱히 부리는 사람은 못 봤던 것 같아요.
뭐라고 얘기해야 되지 근데 이게 자존.
For Pele, not really. Actually, nobody has like super stubborn or high ego.
okay. Well, you have an answer that you're holding out on us, Bischu.
Who knows? I think everyone's like pretty competitive in their own way though. Like
Yeah, that's the big thing. I can't
Yeah.
name specific one person because like everybody in
Everyone-
their own way.
Yeah.
It's like some are more subtle, some are more like internal. So yeah, and then some people internally have more ego than the other person who expresses it. So I think it's kind of hard to say. I would say.
Fair enough. Now, we have another question here from Slifer Ice. And they want to know, what teams are you most excited to face now that the season is almost underway?
이제 시즌 거의 좀 있으면 시작하는데 제일 상대하고 싶은 팀들 누구냐?
제일 상대하고 싶은 팀이요?
상대하면 재밌을 것 같은 팀들이나.
재밌는 거는 이제 뭐 에트쇼크 뭐
음.
이런 쪽이고 하고 싶은 팀은 당연히 약한
So he's like, so the teams that are he's like excited to play against are obviously like stronger teams like Atlanta and Shock, but you know at the same time the teams he'd rather face are like the easier teams. It's just like easier to win.
Who are some of those teams?
Oh.
쉬운 팀이 어디냐?
쇼크 에틀 빼고 다
Okay. So this is like all the other teams that the teams other than like just Shock and Atlanta really.
이제
Okay.
이제
Yeah.
쇼카트 빼고 다죠.
It's a free season then. Okay.
No, we jinxed it. Now we're gonna lose to everyone else except Shock Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those are the only games that matter then. Now, this question is for all of you. This is from Fib. It's how did you come up with your names? Junk, I'd want to start with you and we'll make our way down.
My name is from like a StarCraft meme. So it's like one of the nickname that one of the StarCraft player had. So yeah.
For me, it's just like I wanted to start streaming when I used to play League. Back when I used to play League, because I was like just kind of like experiencing. Well, I just like I finally wanted to like stream properly, and it has like some numbers in my name. It wasn't clean. It wasn't catchy. So I was like, I need to come up with a name. So for like the next 2 weeks, instead of like studying in school, I would just like have in my notebook. I would just say like write just like hundreds of names. I would just write down like, this sounds good. No, this doesn't sound good. This is catchy. And blah blah blah. And then I had some like criterias like, oh, it needs to be like 2 syllables. Like I want the word like CHU in it, and I would just like add a bunch of like just try out so many names, and then I eventually got it.
What were some of the other top names that did make it?
Actually, you know the Smurf name that you have,
Hitchu?
yeah, that was like one of the I forget what it was, but I remember the main thing was that like completely random. I don't know how my brain works, but it was just like I was watching Office. And then, you know, like one of the characters, like name was like Dwight Schrute or something, and it was like, oh, like the spelling was his like last name was like SCHRUTE, but I was like, oh, SCHU. It still sounds like shoe, and I kind of like wanted to do something with that, and then yeah, it was just like a lot of trial and error, a lot. It took me like literally like 2 weeks, but you know, I was like happy with what I got.
Well, you know, it was worth it because school doesn't matter because now you're an outlaw, and that's what's important.
There is one thing that I feel bad about is that there was another StarCraft 2 pro player who wasn't like very well known, named Bischu, right? And then I just like erased him.
You bastard. You bastard.
Wait, no, you mean Bisu?
No. There was a StarCraft 2 pro player, like a Norwegian StarCraft 2 pro
Same
player.
name as you?
Yeah, BISCHU.
Oh.
And I think I always like feel low-key guilty because like I just erased him from Google because like I feel if you're like around then I got like popular, so when you type my name, his name would just not show up. So that's something I always like had, you know, it was like a thorn in my heart.
We'll have to fly him out one day.
Yeah,
and
just one day.
apologize. But Pelly, how did you get your name?
이게 뭐예요?
이름 이제 어떻게 만들었냐고.
이름 이건 제가 정한 게 아니라 처음 들어간 팀에서 골라준 이름이에요.
뭐 팀 구단주가?
네,
오.
제가 못 고르고 있으니까는 뭐 이것저것 많이 했었는데 그래도 되는 게 그래도 펠리칸이어서. 네.
So he says he actually didn't pick the name. When he joined his first team, he was having a hard time coming up with a player name, and he said that team's director helped him choose one. But surprisingly, this is pretty common. Like I heard this like really often, where like the team, the coach or like director.
The team just gives you the name?
Yeah. Because like
That sucks.
Even in League, when I was like on a Korean team, they were like, "Hey, have you ever considered changing your name?" It's like, yeah, what if we just go with like a stronger name, like Ruler? I was like, man, that's kind of cringe. Nah. But
Why is ruler?
yeah, but this was before
The ruler.
yeah, before he was a thing, but not just me. Like I heard this a lot. Like, oh yeah, how'd you come up with your name? Oh, my team coach like kind of suggested it. I hear this a lot with Korean teams.
Yeah, I feel like Americans would be way too stubborn to let someone else choose their name for them.
Exactly, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Pelly, if you ever want to rebrand, like I'm down. I'm down if you want a new name. I got some in the works.
Oh, what you got? What you got? What are some of yours?
Big Dog.
Big Dog.
Big dog.
Houston Big Dog.
Houston Big Dog.
Not bad. Big dog.
Daddy P.
Daddy P.
So you could keep, Pelican as kind of like an
Some
homage.
Yeah.
You also have Stink Boy.
Yeah, Stink Boy. Ooh. Very hot.
Just throwing them out there if you want to. Like, what do you think? Are those good? Are those bad?
Big dog better.
Big Dog.
Yeah, big dog.
He's into the big dog. He's into the big dog.
I freaking love it, man. So you have 2 matches coming up in the kickoff week, and then you got some bye weeks. What are you guys doing on the weekends you're not playing? Like, what do you do for fun outside Overwatch?
이제 오버워치 말고 주말에 쉴 때는 뭐 하니? 어떻게 이제 뭐지? 좀 놀 때는 뭐 어떤 식으로 노니?
노는 건 없고 그냥 어차피 게임인데 게임도 뭐 또 할 게임이 없어서 오버워치.
Hey, that's like a exemplary like, response as an Overwatch League player. He says, yeah, for fun, you don't really have time to like go out a lot of times because you only have like a day off. But so he says like, so on his off days he just plays games, but at the same time there aren't really a lot of games to play right now, so he just plays Overwatch for fun.
Good player.
Yeah, good player.
Oh, yes. Thank you. We'll show that in every recruiting video all the time. Oh wow. Okay. You don't play anything else?
Sometimes League.
Sometimes LOL.
Yeah, he just plays like TFT every now and then, but he like plays one game and he just quits because he gets bored.
Yes.
Yeah, well, TFT is straight ass, so
Yeah.
I agree with that. But what about you, Bischu? What about you, Junk? What are you doing outside of work hours?
Oh, you want to go first?
I just watch random videos. Actually,
Okay. What do you usually look up? What are you watching?
Some YouTuber, some random YouTubers, like streamers, something like that. Yeah.
You still watch any food channels?
Not recently. I just watched this.
You went it's over. It's like the food phase is over.
Yeah.
What was the food phase?
No, I just like watch like random videos. So at one time I was watching all these chef videos. Yeah, I just watch all sorts of random videos actually.
Yeah, I mean, great food documentaries out there too.
Yep.
For me, I think I just go on this like depressing cycle of like attempting to find a new game to play to reignite my my like some motivation that's just dead. But it's just like I'll play a game for like maybe a week and then like I'll play Apex for a week and then I get bored and then I go play League for a week and then I get bored. And it's just like it's kind of sad because what was it? When I was younger, I would just like mainly play one game and stick with it, and especially if it was like competitive modes, right? But these days, it's like even with League, I'll play like 100, 200 games. I hit like master, and I'm at this point where like I will never be able to climb higher unless I devote way more time into it. But I don't want to do that. But at the same time, I don't want to just. I'm like. I want to climb, but I'm not. I don't want to like.
You're an old man. That's
yeah,
why.
exactly.
You're
It's like actually
tired
so
man.
different. I used to never be like this. I used to be like, okay, I'm climbing. I don't give a shit. I'm like gonna climb no matter what. But now it's just like, I'm looking at the top of the peak. I'm just like, that's kind of far. It's a lot of effort.
It's gonna happen to
That's why
everything
you're a
now.
coach.
Yeah, that's so I just like move on to the next game.
No, you're not gonna even like, I'm too lazy to start a new game.
Yeah.
And then it changes to, I'm too lazy to start a new show or just do anything. And now you just become an old
Pretty
man
much.
who just drinks with your friend.
Yes.
And that's all
Is
you
that
do.
what happened to you, Junk?
Yeah.
Is that your story
Yeah.
you're telling us right now?
That's the story of my life. It's not very exciting. The most exciting thing I do is actually go to Bischu's house and drink. That is the most exciting thing.
What do you guys like to drink? Pelly, you're not allowed to. You can't even smoke any here, bro. Isn't that annoying?
Wait, Pelly's not 21 yet?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's still baby. In
Oh.
Korea, he can drink, but
I
not
know.
here.
How annoying is it to come here and you can't do shit that you did in Korea, like smoke or drink?
That's. I mean, he's actually not he's like the
He also doesn't
Oh.
drink because like he because he had health issues. He's like more
Oh.
conscious about
Yeah.
his health.
Okay, sorry, don't
Yes.
answer that. No, you're fine.
He's actually also like the only non-smoker in the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's it like being the healthiest member of the team?
팀에서 제일 건강한 선수인 느낌.
누구요? 저요?
네.
이제 무슨 얘기는 술 얘기 나오고 담배 얘기
네.
나왔는데 근데 이제 너 안 하잖아 딱히.
아 제가 제일 건강한
그래서
느낌.
너가 제일 건강하게 됐어.
제가 제일 젊기도 하고 다들 읽었으니까.
Like, oh, you know, he's young.
당연한
You know,
거죠.
he's got the age on his side, but he's actually I think he's like, so him and Happy are the ones that are like going to gym the most, and Pelly's gotten like way stronger than last year. For
Yeah?
sure. Yeah.
He's bulking up.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
going to the gym
Okay.
for
Yo,
years.
are you trying to? Is it the gym over there?
Yeah,
Across
yeah,
the
yeah.
office? You trying to get a workout in together or something?
뭐래요?
같이 운동하고 싶지.
Wow! His look already. Already.
It took too long. The pause was too long.
Who do you think is the strongest player on the team?
그게 뭐예요?
팀에서 제일 센 사람.
힘이 제일 센 사람.
팀에서 제일 센 사람?
Probably
야,
Happy.
해피.
Probably Happy. Okay.
Yeah.
He's been working out the longest, I think. No.
He seems to fill out his clothes the most
Yeah,
from
yeah,
what I've
yeah,
seen. He
for
wears
sure.
baggy t-shirts, but I see through it. I see his arms.
He definitely eats the most too, because he's like actually trying to like bulk up as much as he can. So probably the strongest one.
Who's the messiest?
메시?
제일 지저분한 사람.
지저분한 사람. 지저분한 사람?
Is it you?
No, Pelly's pretty clean.
From what I'm learning is that Pelly is probably the shining star of the Outlaws, as the example that
He's a good
any
kid, he's a good
player
kid.
would want to aspire to be.
Yeah. I'd say so. He has like very good qualities for a professional player.
지저분 사람 있어요. 제가 집을 가봤거든요. 저 슈하고 해피 집이 제일 더러웠어요.
Yeah. 근데 존나 웃긴 게 광저우 때부터 그랬어. 나
그러면-
광저우 때 기억나.
그럼 지저분한 사람.
So he says he's been to the like everyone's houses and he says like Shu and Happy definitely like the messiest. But it's this makes sense because like I was on the same team with them in Guangzhou back in like 2018 or something, 2019 maybe. And they did the messiest. Like, it's pretty bad. Like I hope we get our deposits back. Jesus
What are they
Christ.
doing?
Yeah, this is really gross.
What is? Oh God!
Yeah,
Can I get an example? I want to know a little bit more. I don't at the same time. But
So,
like, give us a
I'll just
hint
go
here.
quick. So there's like you go into the house and it's like the living room and the kitchen, right?
Mhm.
And then there's like rooms. The entire living room and the kitchen is just Amazon boxes. Like you can't. There's like suitcases, Amazon boxes. There's like you gotta like go like this. Like, it's like so full of just a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
What are they ordering?
Yeah, you know, because like we provide them with the rooms like bed and everything, but you know, if you want like your own perfect pillows, you can
Mhm.
get those. So they're just like making it like homely. For
Yeah.
them, so
Well, speaking of that, Pelly, what have you bought since moving here? Like, what do you have in your apartment that you needed?
여기 이사 와가지고 뭐 생필품 막 이건 꼭 사야 됐었다. 뭐 이런 거 있냐? 특별히 산 것들. 뭐 가구라든지.
그런 건 없는데 그런 건 없고 그냥 제일 중요한 음식.
Yeah.
예.
So this is like most pro gamers, especially younger pro gamers, they don't really give a shit. But so Pelly hasn't really bought anything, just mainly food.
He doesn't need anything, just computers
Yeah,
and the
just computer
grind.
computer desk, chair, bed. That's a pro gamer life. Like that's all you need. But it is really hard though. So, like Shu and Happy, they've been pros for a while, right? So they like move every year, moving to a different team. Like it gets old. Like it got old for me too. So eventually, like later, towards the end of my player life, I was like spending more money to make the room better, like make my own room, I guess, if that makes sense. Because even though I didn't really care myself for the longest time, because I've been playing for like 8 years, and it just feels like when you come home after a long practice and then you're just like trying to rest, it feels like the stamina bar isn't like going up as fast. It's just like empty apartment, just very kind of cold. So what was it? Like I think spending some money to like make it into your own place, it feels a lot better.
Okay, well, I think that means we're gonna have to take Pelly on some
IKEA trip.
shopping, a little IKEA trip, maybe even go clothing shopping, get some drip for the young man. Well, that's gonna wrap it us. Blah, fuck. But that's gonna wrap it up for us here at the Outlaws podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you on the next one, and we'll have someone else here, Pelican, but he's now obligated contractually to be my friend. And we're gonna get another one on here, and they're gonna have to be my friend too. We'll see you soon.